Hello, everyone. How's it going? Welcome to D&D News. I am Greg Tito, and I'm joined by a very special guest for this little half hour before we get to Dice Camera Action, and that is Lauren.
Hi.
Hi. You may know her as Oboe Crazy. She's in the chat very often. You're pretty much on like every show, I've noticed, at least the one that I'm in.
Well, you know, I work evenings and weekends, so in the afternoon when I have like reads to do and working out, I hang out and chat a lot.
It's awesome.
It's D&D people.
It's
Why
really
wouldn't
good
I?
people. It's really good. I love it. How are you guys doing in the Twitches? You doing all right on this Tuesday afternoon? Yeah, right. Things are happening in the world of Dungeons & Dragons. As always, I'm going to get through all of the announcements of things that are happening for you before throwing it to Chris Perkins and the Waffle Crew. We're actually looking at Jared right now, staring into Diath's eyes. I think that's what he's doing.
He's got very serious face going on.
Yeah, we get this feed of everybody talking to Chris Perkins before the game, and then he brings the camera in here. So it's very fascinating. Always is fun. But there's a reason why we have Lauren here. Did you guys know?
Yeah, it's because you needed somebody to talk to instead of just the faceless masses. And so I'm just here to be, you know, pretty face.
Ta-da!
Yay.
That, and as in, you know, true yes and style, we have some awesome news, something that we've been working on, you and I, for what, like 4, 5, 6 months?
A long time.
A long time. We are going to have a show on this here Dungeons & Dragons Twitch channel called Roosters and Dragons. Where Lauren will be your DM for a bunch of Rooster Teeth people. I guess is what you should call them, right?
Employees, awesome people, YouTubers, influencers. I think we're all called influencers.
That's
now.
true. We influence each other and make everyone feel happier about their life choices. That's what we do. Yeah, so why don't you talk a little bit about who's going to be on that cast?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So we've got Jack Patillo, who Rooster Teeth fans are very familiar with. He is one of the people who founded Achievement Hunter. He does a lot of stuff on the Rooster Teeth site. He's fantastic. He's a lovely man. I'm super excited. He's going to be on it. We also have Mika Burton.
Burton.
Yeah, she is slightly newer to Rooster Teeth, but a lot of people know her from The Know. She also does a ton of wonderful cosplay. Definitely follow her on all of the social medias, if only to see her dress up in amazing costumes. It's fantastic.
Nice.
She is, so the two of them are joining Kricken, who a lot of people on YouTube know him, but he just joined the Let's Play group. So a lot of people who are big fans of watching him on YouTube are now also fans of his on Rooster Teeth.
Nice.
And finally, we have Dante Basco.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he is a actor and a voice actor. A lot of people know him from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Right.
And of course, those of us of a certain age remember him as Rufio on Hook.
From Hook.
Which is
that's right.
So amazing.
I went through his CV of like all the things he does, and I think we were talking to Luis Medina at Rooster Teeth. Shout out to Luis. We've been working a lot about trying to get this show happening.
Yes.
But then he just kind of threw that in the end. He was like, oh, by the way, he was Rufio and Hook. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I totally didn't even think about that as all of his things that he's done. And it was like this weird connecting the dots moment in my head. It was awesome. So that's a pretty awesome cast.
Yeah, I could not be more happy. These are amazing people. I've been in talks with a lot of them already about their characters, about what they want to do. They're all huge D&D fans, and yeah, it's exciting. It's something after months and months and months and months and months of working on this, to see it coming together is a little crazy and insane and exciting and hyperventilating. It's amazing.
Do we have a bag? Do we have any paper bags?
Yes.
Possible? Nice.
Deep breathing.
So that'll be on Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific time here on the Dungeons & Dragons channel. We usually do 3 to 5 p.m., similar to the Dice Camera Action style. They will be also calling in, so they'll be over Skype or what do we use? Zoom? What is it? It's Zoom. Whatever video conferencing thing, but it'll be a similar kind of style to that. You'll be DMing from here, from this exact spot.
I know. I'm going to be filling the Chris Perkins spot. I'm
I know.
Be second chair to Chris Perkins,
Big
which is
second chair.
Yeah.
I'll get all the musical instrument metaphors in there as much as you can.
Listen, he inaugurated that chair. I'm more than happy to play second chair to him.
Who's the conductor? Who's conducting?
It's kind of me too.
Oh.
That's where the whole music metaphor for D&D breaks down.
Falls apart.
Okay.
It all falls apart. That's all right. But it's very exciting. And we will have also One Grung Above. You'll be in as well. Is that true? That's amazing.
Yeah, a lot of stuff got announced this week. All of a sudden, it's been a little crazy.
It's starting next week. That's what's crazy. You know, we have we did a lot of summertime things. We were talking about Tomb of Annihilation and the Stream of Annihilation that's happening. We announced all the storylines there and had people play through it. And then now this is our second phase of people talking about it. And so new stuff coming down the pipe. One Grung Above is the name of the show that Chris Lindsay is doing. And will you be calling into that one too, just because of the nature of it?
I believe I'll be calling in.
Interesting.
So you'll get to see my home studio, which is nowhere near as exciting as all of this. This is awesome. Mine is kind of plain.
You don't have green devil faces hanging up in your home office?
Not yet. I need a little more money for that kind of thing.
Soon. We'll make it happen. So we'll have a lot more details coming of where all that fun stuff will be, including what characters these folks will play. 100% confirming all that cast. I'm pretty sure they're in like Flynn, but things change and shift all the time. Never know. But we're very excited about all those folks. Encounter Roleplay is also doing something on Saturdays. This Saturday, actually, they'll be doing a Learn by Play. Encounter Roleplay, they were in our Podcast of Annihilation, which you also participated in.
Yeah.
And they're awesome folks, and Will will be running people through. What's making that dinging sound? I gotta stop it.
Well, you've been hoarding these awesome mugs.
Yeah.
You need to give more of those away. That's
we're out. That's the problem. We got no more left. These are like all the ones that we have left, and they all have my germs on them. I think I've drank from all of them at some point, as well as these.
You've licked them. That's how you've claimed them.
That's exactly right. As well as these water bottles. I think there's one left of these that I'm keeping for archival purposes.
Oh yeah. I have mine at home, and I dropped it, and it took 2d8 bludgeoning damage, and now it rocks. So I can use it in places where sound is not a problem.
Nice.
Today.
Today. Oh, there we go.
I'm supposed to be watching the chat.
I always forget a little bit too, but hi, how's it going, Green Rex? Good to see ya. Glad you're here.
Hey, Axis of Anarchy. Thank you for being a mod. Woo. We really appreciate it.
Second oboe.
Yeah.
Nice.
Second Mahler's hammer. Oh, sorry, now I'm thinking about Mahler's Second Symphony. Don't get me started. He has too much stuff to talk about.
That's deep in the vault. I don't even know what that is.
That's a very long symphony. That's awesome.
Cool. Well, of course, also we have Maze Arcana, who is returning for season 2. They will be moving from 7 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time, just kind of moving it up 1 hour, getting it more in for prime time viewing for people on the East Coast, that kind of thing. High Rollers will be moving. They're no longer going to be on Friday. They're going to be on Wednesdays, 10 a.m. Pacific time to 12 noon Pacific time. Again, that's trying to get folks who are in the UK able to watch it during their UK prime time. But then we always need more D&D content happening at 10 in the morning on here in California, or West Coast side.
There are people who are home who need D&D stuff to watch.
Case in point, Lauren, 10 a.m., get some coffee together, recovering from the recording of Dragon Drunks right before Drugs and Dragons. I always get the two, you and the Geekly Inc. one, confused.
Yeah.
Because they're very similar. Even though you did just change the name recently, right?
We did, to get rid of the craziness of how long it was in the ampersands and everything. But that just made it more hard to distinguish between the two of us. But they're awesome. So, if it's a little bit of confusion and you end up listening to both podcasts, I'm okay with this.
This is true. If you make them the terrible mistake to listen to the wrong one, I think you've made it's a fortuitous accident.
You just have to download and listen to all of the Drinking and Dragons and Dungeons episodes of everything.
I love it. So Tomb of Annihilation is actually out now, of course. You can pick it up in your local game store, as well as on the web or from Roll20, Fantasy Grounds, and D&D Beyond. So if you haven't already, I suggest you get into it. A lot of all the stuff we've been talking about, all the stories and the little tendrils and threads of people that have been doing through the podcast, through these things, you can now experience them yourselves with your home group. So I can't wait to hear more about that. If you guys are playing it, here, shout out in here in the chat, and I'll let you know that you're doing a good thing. You're a good person,
especially if you're playing Aarakocra.
Yeah, and first edition rules. Yeah, TOA all day. We're gonna make it all day long. And I like that. I like that your name, First Edition Rules, can mean two. It's like a double entendre. First Edition Rules, or like First Edition. These are the rules. So again, we mentioned Podcast of Annihilation. You should go check that out. It's on the Dungeon Delve podcast feed. We had 10 amazing creative podcasts who create live audio play as opposed to the video stuff. We've been focusing here on this Twitch channel, and they did a great job. You included. I loved all of the I think a lot of people were like, oh, I don't want to do the same thing that everyone else is doing, but everybody went in a completely different direction, and it was amazing.
Yeah, when it came time to say, well, what are you doing? There was not a moment in where someone went, well, I kind of wanted to do that. Everybody had 20 million different things to do, and then can we talk about the thing tomorrow? The
yes.
podcast is dropping tomorrow?
Yes, we can. Do it.
Okay, so a bunch of us DMs from Podcast of Annihilation got together and did a special DMs episode because we had a special DMs episode at Stream of Annihilation. And so I was very lucky to run a bunch of the DMs from a lot of the groups that I'm not going to name off at the moment because I will forget somebody. But definitely go to it's wizards.com/POA is Podcast of Annihilation, and you'll see all 10 of the groups. And there were a whole bunch of us that got together and did a special game in where, let's just say, a whole bunch of cats get together and do a heist.
Nice. It's a heist.
It's a heist in Chult.
I love it. So yeah, the only reason I was reluctantly, I didn't say anything right away. I was like, oh crap, I got to make sure that goes out tomorrow.
Well, now you know.
Now I know.
Remember.
This is what we do. That's why we do things live, is so that I get reminded and we can make things happen.
I'll shoot you a text. I'll be like, hey, Greg.
Hey, don't forget.
Hey, Greg.
Make it happen. That's exciting. Also, Girls Guts Glory will be returning to this channel, this here Twitch channel. They are going to be streaming, not just doing their short YouTube friendly short episodes, but they will be doing a longer form. They have a new Dungeon Master, and they also have a new cast member, Kellen Coleman, who I just saw 2 nights ago, was in a new sitcom with my buddy, Bobby Moynihan.
Oh.
Me, Myself, and I. She plays his daughter in the future. I don't know, it's confusing, but she plays a character in the new Girls Guts and Glory stream, and that is happening on October 7th, Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific time, which is going to be fantastic. Oh, I can see Danny, but Danny can't see me.
She can't see us.
Yeah.
She's also serious.
She is very serious face.
Yeah.
She will be guesting on Dice Camera Action as Zandala, the sorcerer, who showed up on a couple of other one of these podcasts. So a important NPC in the world of Chult.
Absolutely. And she's been doing fantastic. She's been so much fun to watch.
She created the costume that Chris Perkins wore during the PAX West Acquisitions Incorporated game, which was amazing. It was a Sararak costume with all the horns and the bones and things sticking out. It was crazy.
It was amazing.
Yeah. So go check that out. She also does Craft Hags 12 noon on Mondays, where she makes some of this stuff live for you people. So check that out. We host it here on the D&D channel all the time, but you should follow her as well. All right, Dragon Plus. We just had our Dragon Plus show here, but you should go check it out. It's got stuff about Betrayal at Baldur's Gate, as well as some fun maps of the month are coming of Chult at the Tomb of Annihilation. And then also there's an adventure in there from the DMs Guild, The Haunt by Phil Beckwith. You can get for free from the Dragon Plus. If you don't know what Dragon Plus is, it's an app you can get on your phone or on the web at dragonmag.com. We do issues every 2 months. So we're on issue 15 right now, and it's pretty amazing. It's a great free resource for finding out about Dungeons & Dragons stuff when you don't want to listen to me yelling in the microphone. You can read it.
Well, and was it last month or this month that just had the code so you could get Hitch and Idle Champions?
Yes.
I just used that, and that was amazing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good segue into Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms.
Hey!
For those of you who don't know, it's an idle game. You send your adventurers out. They kill monsters. They collect the loot. They collect the gold. And you can optimize them, change the party around a little bit to make it a little bit better, more efficient. But then you can walk away. You can be like, oh, we're out, peace. And then they will continue doing what adventurers do, killing monsters and all that stuff in real time. So you can come back, you collect all the stuff that they have looted since you've been gone, and level up with all that fun stuff. It's oddly addictive, I've heard.
I keep having to use my husband's computer because his is the computer that can actually run it. And so every once in a while I'm like, hey, Luke, move over. I need to check. Ooh, that much gold. Excellent. Okay, you can have your computer back now.
The gold goes into like gazillions, doesn't it? It's super high up there.
Like the T's and the numbers that are just letters. It's kind of fun.
It's good stuff. Mazmataz is in there. She makes the amazing
she made
stuff.
My grung.
I can't believe she made your grung.
That is so adorable.
I saw that. It was very cute. I love it. So hi, good to see you. Good to see you, Maz. You make good stuff. So also Extra Life is a thing. We are going to be playing a whole bunch of Dungeons & Dragons on November 3rd in Madison, Wisconsin at Gamehole Con, as well as here in the office on November 4th.
Tell me about this gallon of milk.
So there's a gallon of milk. It's a stupid challenge. I was trying to put together things that people could donate towards, and back in college, I got perhaps a large number of roommates and or people who lived on my floor to give me money and alcohol if I could try drinking a gallon of milk in 1 hour. In 1 hour, which sounds like doable, right? You're like, oh, I can drink a gallon of milk in an hour. That's not that hard. It's hard. Unless you have a stomach that is trained and stretched and can actually hold that much, because apparently there's a protein. I didn't find this out until after when I researched it. There's a protein in milk that lets your duodenum, the thing that closes from your stomach to your small intestine, it makes that close up. So none of the milk that you're consuming goes through your system, so it's all in your stomach. And if you drink more than your stomach can fill, you have a gag reflex, and yada, yada, yada. The rest is history. And that's happened in college. It actually happened to me. And so I just threw that up there. Hey, $2,000 donating for the kids, and I'll try and do that on the stream. And now I'm regretting it because everyone's like, oh, that's a great idea. And people are talking about it, and you're asking me about it, and now I'm going to have to do it.
Well, I believe I'm running that game that you're playing on, so it's good to be prepared.
We're going to have a PA who's on bucket duty. That's where we're going to end that. Or maybe just like a siphon, something that can go into another area.
You get one of those beer hats.
Oh, a beer, but it's opposite.
With milk.
Where if I vomit, it'll go into the hat.
Oh, I was thinking about drinking it. No, we need a garbage can. No, for that.
I don't think garbage can will do it because it's very odorous.
We'll work on this.
We'll work on it. Yeah. Maybe I'll do it during my hosting sessions, so that you guys don't have to worry about it. And then we'll do it with smoke and mirrors, and I'll be like, "See, guys."
Maybe I'll write it into the game.
Oh, well, I like that idea too.
We'll have to see if someone donates enough.
That's pretty exciting. So yes, go to Extra Life. Go to my page. I think you can go search for Greg Tito. Research. There's lots of other stuff you can get on there. Things for my character, or healing potions, because I'm pretty sure Lauren is going to try and kill us, because it is Tomb of Annihilation after all. There's lots of fun stuff up there, so make it happen.
I agree with everyone in the chat who says don't die. Don't die.
Well, in general, that's a good rule of thumb to live by.
Yeah.
But there's also really amazing content you can get on the Dungeon Masters Guild right now called the Tortle Package. It's all about tortles, which are anthropomorphic turtles, I guess. You can play as. There's information on how to play them as your player character. It's already raised like a crazy amount of money on Dungeon Masters Guild, so we're really excited. Everybody wants to get this content that basically the D&D team made for funsies in order to kind of raise money for the Seattle Children's Hospitals as well as Texas Children's Hospitals, and you can basically say any of the menu of children's health organizations that you can donate to for Extra Life. So it's all for a good cause. If you want cool D&D content, Tortle Package is the way to go. If you want to make me look like an idiot and throw up on stream, you can do it that way. Or you can just donate to all the other people who are doing lots of other fun games. Go to Extra Life, check it out. It's going to be lots of fun. And the D&D team will be doing it from Gamehole Con as well, participating, including Perkins, Mike Merles, Chris Lindsay, and all other folks. Rudy and Satine will be doing stuff from there as well. I think they're running the game. It's exciting. So even if you don't donate a lick, you will be able to have lots of good fun on November 3rd and November 4th. Come hang out.
Yes.
All right, I mentioned the PAX West live show and how Danny did the awesome costume. You can check out the VOD for that. It's on twitch.tv/PAX. It's also in YouTube video on our friends at the Acquisitions Incorporated playlist here. Is that on ours, Pelham, or is that on theirs only? It's on ours too? Nice. So go to our D&D YouTube page and you can watch it from there as well. Some fun products are coming out now. So the Dungeon Master Screen Reincarnated is out in stores. It's got awesome art from Tyler Jacobson, the red dragon flying. I feel like there's like a name for that. It's like not akimbo. It's a flutter.
I don't know, but I like this that you're doing.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's a red dragon who's like, screaming.
It's looking super scary.
It's super scary.
Yeah.
So go check that out. A lot of the fun. I keep hitting this. A lot of the fun tables and statistics in the back have been updated that's hence why we're calling it reincarnated, essentially. So go check that out. Also, Tomb of Annihilation dice. You can get that in game stores. It's a nice, cool tin. It's got. Not this guy, but the Green Devil face embossed on front of it. It's good to take from here and there. Great gift for a Dungeon Master or a Dungeons & Dragons player in your life.
It is a gorgeous green. I love mine.
Yeah. They're like a weird opaque green that you don't see very
almost
often.
Like frosted glass. It's weird, but it's nice.
It is neat. Yeah, you don't see it even in other people. They've got like colors and stuff, but no, these are creepy. Right? Is that the word?
I think that's accurate.
Nice.
Especially if you're using them with Tomb of Annihilation, and then,
Everything is creeptastic around that. Oh my God, so Dice Camera Action is going to be starting in 7 minutes. They all getting warmed up. Things are happening. How are you guys doing things? Xanathar's Guide to Everything is happening. That's right. November 10th. It will be in stores with a alternate cover designed by Hydro...
Snail?
I was going to say 64, and I'm like, no, it's 74. I know that, but I was like, had a moment of I'm crazy.
With those awesome koi. I want that cover.
Wait, hold on. I have to stop everything.
Yeah, I know. My dad's in the chat. Hi.
Oh, that is very sweet. Hi, Lauren's dad.
It's my parents who got me into playing D&D.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I told you the story
you did. You did. I know, but
it's their fault. It's their fault that you're sitting next to me right now.
It's your fault. What's your dad's name?
My dad's name is Bruce.
All right,
my
Bruce.
mom's name is Dee.
Dee and Bruce.
They're actually mom and dad.
You've done good things.
Aw. They got a shout out on this Dragon News, right? Is that what we're calling this Dragon?
What's the name of this crazy show? Yes,
yeah.
D&D News. So that's awesome. Very sweet. Good to see you guys. D&D Beyond is out. Go check it out. Tomb of Annihilation is in there, as well as the Total package you can buy in D&D Beyond. Go check it out. It's great tools for making your character, as well as quickly looking up spells, looking up monsters. You were just saying how you were using it on your Microsoft Surface for running games.
Yes, I got a Microsoft Surface many, many years ago from a very good friend, Nico, and I now can use it with D&D Beyond, and it shows up beautifully, and it's great.
Nice.
It's amazing.
I love it. Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Tales from Candlekeep is also a pretty cool game out there. Did you guys ever play the Legend of Drizzt, Wrath of Ashardalon, Castle Ravenloft? These are the they're called Adventure System D&D board games. They're all kind of in the same system. But where new one is coming out, our friends WizKids are making a physical board game that you can play. It has all compatible with all of those systems. It goes through Tomb of Annihilation. I think there's 12 missions in there. You have miniatures. You have characters. God, what's the name of the? It's not the lizard folk. That's not a lizard folk. He's
The Saurians? The Saurials?
Yeah, right. What's Trollbait? Dragonbait. Dragonbait.
Dragonbait.
Dragonbait is a character you can play in that, and he has his own custom mini and stuff. It looks awesome. But if you can't find people to play Dungeons & Dragons with tabletop-wise, you can get a new one called Tales from Candlekeep. Hey, Pelham, I think Chris is trying to get in.
We should probably hurry
Perkins
up.
is trying to get in. But that is going to be out in October. It's really cool. It's the digital version. It's called Tales from Candlekeep. The first one that they're coming out with is the Tomb of Annihilation one. But if it does really well, they're going to do all the other older Adventure Sister games too. So I'm excited about that, and I think you should be too. So go check them out. They're at Tales Candlekeep. They've got lots of live play stuff that you can check out over there. All right, I think we're done. We got so much stuff in here to talk about.
There was a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm excited about your show starting again on next Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Here on chat, you're going to be playing in Chris Lindsay's One Grung Above on Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Pacific time. You're going to be all over this channel like you weren't already. So
I'm happy.
Good stuff.
Makes me happy.
All right, thanks you guys. We're going to let Chris get his books in here and get set up. And I hope you enjoy the rest of Dice Camera Action.
Bye.
See you guys later. Bye.